Namaste. I'm Evita Myriam. Welcome to the Align with Your Purpose session number 5. I'm so happy to teach this session because this is one of my favorite subjects, that which we are all looking for, of course, after love. That which we're all looking for is inner peace. People don't really realize always how important inner peace is. We think that it's important to have more love from others. Excuse me, just I saw people entering and I don't, please just enter the chat, say hi so that I know who you are. Hi, Atma Namaste, Vivi. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming. They come every day. There are some students and friends, and of course you who new people who have never seen me before, and I would love to present to you certain topics because I'm a pranic healer and an arhatic yogi, and we see, hi Marie Liz, hi, and we see things in a different way than the average person. By saying average person, it doesn't mean that we are better or we are higher. No, not at all. This is not what I mean. But pranic healers have a very different way of seeing things. Hi, Belen. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Dora. I just want to say hi to everyone, but it's not possible. Hi, Nina. Hi, Dora. Okay, let me continue. So pranic healers, we have a different way of seeing things. You will hear pranic healers being concerned about their karma, or inner peace is our ultimate goal. Why is that? Simply, in our everyday life, uh, many people are very stressed and run around to have enough time to do everything they need, and when they are, for example, when you're driving, and you see someone cut in front of you and they do something really rude, or the traffic light has just now gone green and they're hooting already. It's like, now that's when the average, I call the average human being, will be upset, And when we become upset, who suffers? We suffer. We're the ones who go around with this cloud of discontent, of anger, of irritability. And then we take it somewhere else, like a gift, like a dark gray gift. We give it wherever we go. Even if we don't, even if we keep it inside, that's even worse sometimes. If we keep it inside and we get toxins in our body and our energy body gets dirty. If we go somewhere and we have it, we cannot keep it inside. If we keep it inside, what we do is like we compress it in our body so that the others will not feel it, but the others feel everything. We feel everything. We are one in energy. So when you go in a store and you're angry, everyone will know it. Whether they know it consciously because they are very sensitive, like pranic healers are sensitive, they can feel with their aura, most of them. When someone comes in the room and is angry, or when someone very happy. But everyone can. There are some people who are really insensitive, but they're exceptions. At least in my life, because we attract what is like us. So I attract sensitive people. So if I go somewhere, just imagine you go somewhere, you go in a store, and before COVID, and then suddenly a couple that is in love enters, and they're laughing and they're giggling and they're like kissing and they're looking at each other. You can feel the energy of the place change, right? This is their aura that does that. It's not their behavior. If it were just the words, if it were just the sound, any such sound would make us feel these emotions. So if you have this in the radio, you will not feel them so much. If you have it, just the image without the words, the sound, you will not feel as much. If you have it on TV, you will not feel as much. But if someone enters in the room, you feel it. It changes your mood. Once I was in Tinos. I went to live in Tinos. I bought a beautiful old early 19th century house and restored it and lived there for years for 3 years and a half. which for me is a long time. I lived there, and I went to the town one day to go to the bank, and I try to avoid queues, bureaucracy. I try to find other ways. But then, on that island, I had to go to the bank. I had to wait in the queue. So I entered the bank, and there was this very long queue. And my way of facing things is, instead of thinking that, okay, now I'm going to wait for an hour here. Oh my God, it's so boring. Instead of doing that, which I used to do some time ago, I immediately say, okay, patience, patience, wonderful. I'm where I want to be. This is where I want to be. I don't want to be anywhere else. I want to be in this part of the queue. The moment you accept where you are and you're at peace, things go faster. And then I started to think of, I look at the people who, of course, they were not, they were local people, they were different kinds of people, all kinds of people. Some were likable, some you looked at them and they were like full of anger, why am I waiting so long, etc. And I was in peace. So I thought, Lord God, I pray a lot. I invoke, I ask the angels, can you please bless all this bank? Can you bless this? Make these people happy, make them all healthy, solve their problems, bless them with peace. And I started with my aura to expand peace in the room. And after a while, everyone was smiling, everyone was happy. And then as they were coming out, a couple of people actually bumped into me. They wanted to touch me, it's like this. I don't know if this ever happened to you. People wanted to bump into you. Take it as a compliment, although it's not pleasant. But in any case, it was, you can change a room. You can turn around any situation just by seeing the positive in it. Now, if we don't see the positive and we start spreading our negative mood or spreading, someone did something to us which may be terrible, may be ugly, may be unjust, and we just spread it and talk about it and do this and that, this produces a negative energy that is sent to the other person. But the worst thing is that its dirties us. So it really doesn't benefit us at all to be in an angry or in a bad state. So this also produces negative karma, and we get these karmic ties with people where we are bonded and we are attached and we cannot disconnect because there is hatred. So what we do in pranic healing is we do forgiveness. We forgive. And forgiveness is not, if I'm sure that if I ask many people, do you hate someone? They will, most people say, no, I don't. I have forgiven everyone. But in reality, forgiveness is a more complex story than just having forgiven everyone. True forgiveness means that you have forgiven, you have let go of what happened. You have moved on, because it's not enough to let go. Like someone steals your spiritual work. Imagine that you have an invention and someone claims that it's theirs. All right, this is tough, especially for artists and especially for people who are, mental people. This is like the worst thing you can do to them. So imagine, you've invented something and someone claims it's theirs, and then what you decide to forgive them at one point because you understand they were jealous, or they were, they didn't like you, and you cannot fully understand it. You don't have to. You understand that for their own reasons, because of their own problems, their own whatever weaknesses, they did this. Perhaps it's their upbringing, perhaps it is pride, perhaps, who knows why. We don't care. So you decide for your own sake to let go. Now, if someone does this and steals your invention, and publishes it, you sue them, but you forgive them. Inside we forgive, outside we sue. It's so simple. Because if we don't sue, they will go and do it to someone else, If you see someone hitting a dog or a child, you're going to interfere. If you don't interfere, it's your responsibility. You were there, you saw it, and you did nothing. You're responsible, you know. You're going to interfere, you'll call the police, but then you will not go home and be like, I saw this man and it was terrible. And you hold this in you and it builds up and becomes a dark cloud, and you're a dark cloud because whatever you observe, you become, you know. So what you want to do is to forgive inside, and outside, you just act according to the law. But inside, you forgive so that you don't have these negative emotions and you have inner peace, right? So let's do just one moment. It will take just 1 minute to show you how we forgive. So I want you to imagine someone who has really, really in the past hurt you or hates you, or, you know, someone you don't like at all. Someone who has done something wrong to you, all right? So how we do it in pranic healing is like this. We imagine that person and we say namaste, or you can say I salute the soul in you. Do you see that person? Now I want you to imagine this person being happy, being peaceful. It doesn't matter that you don't like them. Just imagine them being happy. Imagine something nice about them. And you say, and you're talking to their soul, not to that person, to the higher soul. So namaste, I salute you. I forgive you for all you have done to me in this and in all past incarnations. We are all human beings and we err, and I understand that you have had your reasons, and I forgive you. And I apologize for all that I have done to cause you any pain in this and in all previous incarnations. Because even if you think negatively of someone, then you send them negative energy, and that causes them pain. And then you may, you know, lift your hands to the level of your heart, and you bless the person from your heart to your hands with pink energy, and you pink them completely. You make their aura pink, and you say, may you be blessed with divine light, with divine love, with peace, with a good continuation, with whatever is good for you. You think of what these people need. Perhaps they need patience, perhaps they need sweetness, perhaps they need understanding of the others, tolerance. So you bless them with what you think they're liking, but not aggressively. Not like, oh, take some tolerance because you're so intolerant. No, really, you want to improve them. So may you be blessed with understanding and patience and love and honesty. But with a goodwill you say that. And then, and with a good continuation. Be blessed. Go in peace. If you don't want to see them again, you say, go in peace. And you imagine them drift away. And then, again, as we did in the other little meditation, you cut in front of you. You cut an invisible cord that connects you so that you release this energy gift. Otherwise, it just comes back to you and, you know, it doesn't go to them. Something will go to them, but mainly it will come to you. Now, if you do this, the next morning, this person will be different toward you inside. This is how we improve. If you have someone who really hates you, like you live with a parent or a spouse with whom you're fighting all the time, and you do this every day without saying go in peace, but you're like, be blessed and with love and this and that, and you send them, if it's your husband, you send him all your love, and then you release, you disconnect. This person is going to get this energy gift, and they're going to slowly change. You have people who hated each other, bosses and employees, and then the boss gave a huge raise, and they became the favorite employee, the one who did the forgiveness techniques. Every relationship can be healed through this technique. You just need to be persistent and do it every day, as much as you want. It's wonderful. But this is what we need to do with our minds in order to solve the karma. Because our true friends, loved ones, families are up there, and we will meet them one day. Here we have all the cases with which we have to make karma even. So whoever, even the people we love, who love us, you know, perhaps we have to give them more and more and more and more. The people that we have, we meet someone and we feel that I don't like this person. Immediately, instead of saying, okay, I don't like this person, you know, try to offer something to this person and then let go, you know. You don't have to be with people you don't like, but give something because it means you have a karmic relationship. Try to be nice. Try to solve the karma. It's very important to do that. Another way to solve karma is to pay money, to give tithing, to give money to organizations for charity that you know that they're honest and they're not giving, you know, getting the money just for themselves. So if you know, usually non-governmental organizations that are really good, then you can give money. It's better to give to an organization than to give to one person, because you get so much good karma from so many people, and your €1, your €10, your €100 takes, you know, can be part of building a hospital. And then you get the good karma from the hospital. So it's true. I know it's not, but you know, it's better not to be calculating about karma. It's better to do it from your heart. So if from your heart you want to give a lot of money to someone who needs it, do it. Don't think of how much you're going to get back if you give to a big organization. But we also have to, we always have to be giving to certain areas of our life. First, we have to be giving to our parents. And of course, our parents never want money. They want to give us money, right? My parents, you know, my father is passed away. My mother is not in a position to be giving me money. She's a little bit, you know, sleeping half of the day. She's very old. But, you know, I take them things. I take my mother up, you know, I take her food that she loves and little shawls that are very soft and whatever she can enjoy. Even aromatherapy oils to smell, you know, whatever, a little spray with rose or whatever will please her. So you have to give to your parents and give to your spiritual teachers from whom you learn. You know, be generous there, because spirituality is the most precious, you know, the most precious thing there is. And of course, give also if you have an illness, or if you're afraid of having an illness, if you have a genetic history in your family, give to that type of illness, to people who have that illness, you know. Like if a parent has breast cancer, give to breast cancer, people who are poor and cannot afford it, or to research for breast cancer. But be sure that your money will go. It's better to go to the people to help them than, you know, the research. You don't know if it's successful, right? The karma is exact always. So you gain good karma when you're a good person. It's so simple. And karma is not a punishing system. It's a system that if you know how to navigate, it is going to give you a wonderful life, and it's going to dissolve and disintegrate all obstacles. But in order to have good karma, you need to give a little bit more, you know, than we're used to, in order to neutralize it. If you give, you know, whatever you can give. Is it love? Is it money? Usually money helps. When you give money, you do gain a lot of good karma, you know. You know, inner peace is a matter of our aura. The content of our aura is what contains the inner peace. We have an energy body, and if in that energy body there are negative, harsh energies, then we cannot have inner peace. And there are so many techniques about attaining inner peace. One is meditation, a simple technique I showed you the other day, that you breathe in peace. You know, this is not meditation, it's just something you can do at any time. You go like, inhale peace, hold, exhale stress. You see, energy follows thought. So if you name peace, that which you're inhaling, and you hold it, when you hold it, you imagine that it goes to every cell of your body. And then when you exhale stress from every cell of your body, this is what happens. Your awareness is giving directions to your aura. And your aura can only get directions from your awareness. So this is how it works. It's simple spiritual technology that always works. And if you do this a few times, you will see it works. You will see you feel totally different. Even with one inhalation, you feel different. With 3 inhalations, there is a change. With more inhalations, be careful that you don't inhale very fast. Because then, also, you have to inhale from the abdomen. You have to, if you don't know how to inhale from the abdomen and you inhale from the chest, this is the worst thing you can do, because when you inhale from the chest, the solar plexus, the diaphragm here is being stressed. And then as it is being stressed, it is getting, you get more and more stressed out. Your solar plexus gets dirty. You get stressed out. The natural way to breathe is from the abdomen. So if you don't know how to do this, you can put your hand on your navel. And when you inhale, you try to inhale with your belly, with your abdomen, and you make sure that the area under your hand fills up, lifts, gets like a balloon. So if it is going up, you just push it a bit, and then when you exhale so that your stomach glues to the back, your back. You exhale all the air from your body. If you learn how to breathe with your belly, with your abdomen, it's just breathing properly will relieve all stress for the rest of your life, and you will never be ill if you just breathe perfectly always. But we are human, and we all get upset sometimes. We get stressed, we get worried, or we get, the energy of the other person vibrating in our cells, in our aura. So when we feel that, we need to have the pause benefit, benefit, right? The pause benefit. You need to be able to remember, I will pause, and when, and what will I do when I pause? I will breathe, okay? And then, because sometimes I do imagine I'm 10 years, I'm an arhatic yogi, and I've been practicing daily. And sometimes I stress out and I say, okay, what will I do now? I have to stop this. I will pause. And then the other day I paused and I thought, and what do we do when we pause? It was funny because I can change my body, in 5 minutes. I can really rejuvenate myself in 10 minutes work. But sometimes if outside factors are so frustrating, and we are determined to keep our cool and to keep our, position and our inner position of peace, then, sometimes we get affected, and then we have to pause. When we pause, we have to remember to breathe slowly from the abdomen, and to inhale peace, to exhale stress, to inhale love, to exhale hatred, to inhale prosperity, if we are worried, for example, to exhale poverty consciousness, low self-esteem. We have to be exhaling self-sabotage, all of us, daily, and be inhaling self-confidence, because there is a part of us that is called the subconscious. And the subconscious is like the devil. It is not the devil, I don't want to give it that much power, but the subconscious in each and every one of us is that part of us that is under the conscious, which means, or unconscious mind, is not conscious. It is not aware of itself. So it is darkness, it is fears, it is worry, it is one day I will die, and what if I get sick, and what if I get broke, and what if I am alone until the end of my life, and what if no one loves me, and what if my project fails, and then I just take the thought like a child and put it in the air. And what if this happens? You look at it, And when you look at it and you examine it and you imagine it, all this fear dissolves, you know. Because whatever happens in our lives is the outcome of our own intention. If we intend for our lives to go well, they will go well. And it is up to us to change our lives. This reminds me that we need to leave some time for me to present to you my Year of Transformation project again for 10 minutes or 7 minutes or so, because I don't think I told you everything yesterday. Anyway, so how do we forgive? We first let go, right? This is very important. Then we have to move on. You say, I forgave my ex-boyfriend, but you have to move on. Moving on means you don't, people break up and then they're friends. I let go. I forget him. I let go. But I will be, talking to him and chatting with him until I find someone else, because, no, you have to move on to make space, energy space. Everything needs its space in order to be filled. If the seat is taken, the place is taken, then nothing new will come. Then you have to forgive. You let go, you move on, you forget. And when people ask you, what did this person do to you? You don't make an effort to remember. You have the strong will to say, I don't remember anymore, I forgot. And let them think you're crazy. You are going to be the winner. You're going to be the one who has forgotten and has let go. And then what happens after that? You love the person. You feel love even, for your enemy. But after that, you don't go back and get the same beating from the person. Beating, metaphorical beating, I hope, No, you avoid the person, but you love them, forget what they've done to you, and move on. If they remind you again, okay, you forgive, but you avoid what is not good for you. Okay? So that is the recipe for forgiveness. And the way to have inner peace is to seek inner peace, to unclutter your life, to take out whatever is not serving you. All frantic hours on Facebook, frantic searches, where are my keys, where is this, If we just pause, we find everything we want. If we plan, take pen and paper and we plan our day, our week, then we make so much time. Time is the most precious commodity. Time. This is what we want to be paid in. Time. We want lots of time. Free time to do with it whatever we want. And when we have free time, we want to spend it with wonderful people. We want to spend it by the company of ourselves, which is the most beautiful company. And we want to spend it in beautiful environment at home. We want to light a candle every day. We want to create that ambience every day. We want to put on some music every day. And if some of you, if someone, in this audience thinks, oh, come on, I'm not going to light a candle and make no. This is your inner little subconscious mind that is battling inner peace and saying, no, candles and that. Yeah, it's amazing. When you have a house, a home that is very, very clean and tidy, and there is order, and there's no disarray, and everything's thrown around, then there is harmony. Then when you have beautiful music, you have more harmony. When you have a candlelight, then you have even more harmony, and you attract positive energies and protections, etc. And then you can decide what you will do. You can read a book, you can watch a beautiful film, but you decide what you will do with your time. And if you seek inner peace, you will find it. There are so many techniques. So one of the things that I try to help and teach and promote is inner peace and how to neutralize karma. And one way to do this is through my program, which I will again just refer to very quickly. You can always go into my website and look it up. I will give you the link in a minute. So I just want to describe my Year of Transformation program, and I want to describe my other program. So my Year of Transformation program is every week. It's private, we said. It's not a group thing. So every week I will be doing a webinar. A webinar is like now, it's a group thing, but there will be no chat, or people will not, they don't have to chat. They don't have to reveal themselves. It will be, private. At the same time, afterwards, they will have a link where they will be able to enter and have a Q&A session in case they have questions and they want to be seen. Some people just want to do everything privately. They don't want to be in a group, but some people don't mind. So then they can go in the group and ask the questions, and I will be there available to answer them every week. And every week they will learn everything about, you will learn everything about yourselves. What does it include? It includes Esoteric Arithmosophy, which means the method that I have invented, that I have brought, downloaded, and that I have found, invented these proofs for, that prove indeed that there are name makers in the higher planes. And I have a mathematician finally say to me that yes, mathematics gives up. This is no coincidence, this is a proof. And proof that there are angels and name makers in the higher planes. That's no mean feat. But the thing is, people, if they don't want to hear something, if people don't want to know something, they don't want to know. If people want to know, they can find out the proof. And it's amazing. So through Esoteric Arithmosophy, one can know whatever they want to know. And they can calculate everything they wish to know personally for them and go in detail in their month, in their events. They can calculate. You can find the best day for everything for you. You can find which is the best day for you, which is the most auspicious day for doing something, etc. And you can find a lot about yourself, a lot. But also you have Arithmosophy, which is like numerology, only I call it Arithmosophy because I think that my interpretations are more esoteric. So through Arithmosophy, people are going to really find out who they are, what is their personality, what are their soul's influences, what is why they're here, what are they here to do, what is their life path, what is their destiny, what they're destined for. So whether they will attain their destiny or not is up to them. But they will have these forces kicking in at one point or other. And what will their maturity be like? How are they going to change? And how they can use all that experience in order to succeed and fulfill themselves. Then they will learn about their cycles, their 4 major cycles. And in each cycle, they will know which positive forces will kick in and which challenges will present themselves. And I will show you how to deal with these challenges so that they are not challenges anymore, but gifts, attainments. And then we have the labors of Hercules that show our esoteric, our inner, our soul's mission, which is in our ascendant. And then we will have the cycles in nature. So you always know if you're in the flow with the universe, are you in the right flow? Because there is a way to know this. It's amazing. Every year has its own potencies and qualities. And we have to be in sync, with the universe. Then we have our personal years and knowing what we can expect from this year. And then we have another timetable that is amazing, that is about each year of our lives, what events we may expect, what quality of events, and what, but there are such specifics that it's beautiful, beautiful. And it all makes sense, always, the whole puzzle comes together at one point. So then we have the Pythagorean arrows, which shows our karma, which shows our character, it shows our weaknesses, it shows how we can heal them. Then we have the karma sessions. We will see what is our karma exactly. What is it that we need? The one thing we have to cultivate in order to neutralize a great big part of our karma. Because if we change, then our karma will change. Then, of course, there are all these lessons about karma, about purification, about feng shui, about nutrition, about hydration, about exercise, about relationships, about our parents, our siblings, about our friends, about love, about so many things, right? And at the same time, we will be doing meditations and meditations in finding our purpose, visualizations. And we will meditate and put in the cells of our bodies everything that we will learn. We will expel all that we need to expel. And we will inhale all that we need to inhale. And we will store it there. Okay? We will understand ourselves, and then we will go into finding our purpose. At the same time, this will be two streams at the same time. At the same time, we will be having the raise your vibration, which will be uncluttering our home and office, looking at the feng shui of our home and office, looking at the feng shui of every room, of every closet, of every drawer. You don't have to be nerds. You don't have to become completely, obsessed with putting everything in the right place. No. It will happen naturally. Once you know how things work, you will just eliminate certain habits, and then everything will be fine. And then you will have to examine whether you prefer to have some negative energies in your life, or you can let them go and be free and allow new, fresh energies to kick in. I don't know why I've said kick in 3 times today. This is a very, Texan expression. This is not me. Anyway, just an observation. Kick in, set in, come in our lives, coming in our lives. Everything comes from above. We're under observation. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's miraculous. If we just asked for help or asked for guidance, we would have it. We would have it. And if we just observe what happens, it's so easy to have communication with your angels. When I was much, much younger, I was so afraid of angels. I was like, I love angels, but I loved angels, but I was so happy that I realized that angels existed, but I didn't want to see it. I was afraid I would see a man with wings in my living room suddenly. I was afraid. This is true. We all go through fears. So my fear was that I would see an angel, because I was quite clairvoyant. So my fear was, and I thought that seeing an angel is seeing a man with wings in my living room. That would give me a heart attack. Of course, this didn't happen, because angels are a beautiful sensation. And angels will never appear and give us fear. Never. Never, They're light with awareness. So they would never do this. They would never. They're the opposite of this. They cannot do it by mistake. They're not men with wings. This is the way they're portrayed for some reasons. I cannot go further into this. But they're not men with wings. Anyway, there's a different kingdom. We have the human kingdom and the angelic kingdom. So I was talking about my year of transformation. So you will get all this and the raise your vibration, which will be purifications daily, affirmations, the way to raise your vibration, and having a monitor system, that will keep you there every day, 365 days. You will be raising your vibration and keeping it up. And this will be because you will be getting a 10-minute a day audio file from me, which will be according, if it's the right one for the whole week, we will keep it for the week. If we need to do something new, we will do something new. And I'm intuitive, so I flow, and I don't want these restrictions. I'm an artist, I don't want to promise every day you will have a different audio. No, you may have the same audio for a week or 2 weeks, depending if it's forgiveness audios, or if it is something that we need to repeat, or if it really works for that period of time, we will keep it for a while. The one thing is, I'm not lazy. I love my work. I love to give my all, so I'm going to give my all, but I'm not going to just change things. If they're working, we're going to go smoothly. So every month also, you will have one free, of course, included in the price, you will have one accountability session. For 1 hour, we will talk, we will strategize about your life, we will get to know each other and know what you're trying to achieve. Perhaps one person is depressed. They can have extra healings. One person may have just more spiritual quest, you know. We can do meditations. You know, it depends according to each person's needs and requirements. And also, I will heal you. I will heal you once a month. You will receive a healing that will sustain your vibration and take out all inner obstacles from your aura. Now, if someone wants extra healings, they can always, you know, order extra healings from me. But once a month, for me, is enough to, if you're not, of course, if someone is heavily depressed, they need more healing, you know, more healings. But once a month for a person who just has anxiety, mild anxiety, is amazing. And also, so this is it. So monthly, one-to-one private meetings for 1 hour discussing. And you know me, you know, if I say 1 hour, it's 1 hour and 50 minutes or an hour and a half, it's fine. I'm not going to say to anyone, oh, the time is up, we're over. No. So I want to help others to get the best possible outcome from this. And then, you know, healing once a month, that's separate. Everyday audios, and once a week, small sessions, short sessions around 40 minutes, where they will get everything they need. And then we'll have a Q&A. If they want to enter the Q&A and, you know, discuss whatever they want, ask whatever they want, they can have another half hour of Q&A every week. So it's going to be really alive, and it's going to help people raise their vibration and maintain the change, because it's so hard to maintain. It's so hard. You need someone to coach you, to push you every day. Okay, you know that these affirmations work, that this breathing work, that this meditation made you feel good. But are you going to do it every day? No. One day you're just going to be like, I'm under the covers, I'm smoking, or I don't smoke, but people do, drinking a lot of alcohol or eating too much heavy food or whatever. And, you know, just give the day to the darkness, you know. I'm not saying smoking is the darkness, or, well, it is, but I'm not saying you're going to be dark if you smoke. No, you can be the best person in the world and smoke, or drink alcohol or eat heavy food. But I'm going to help you enjoy a lighter life that is going to bring you happiness, fulfillment, and your dreams, your heart's desire. So when you find your life purpose and you find your heart's desire, then we can move toward that. And I can coach you toward success in your whatever it is. I promise you, whatever your heart's desire is, you can do it. It's up to you. And I can help you with that. All right? So that's my Year of Transformation program. It's my all. It should be called Evita Myriam's all, you know. It is really worthwhile, you know. Really wonderful program. I love it. I'm so excited about it. It is starting at April 12th, and you can jump in at any time. Someone can jump in at any time, because I'm going to give them the private meeting. Everything is private, and they can have the previous session recording, so it's going to be smooth for everyone. Okay? So, and another thing I wanted to discuss, well, can we have now the Year of Transformation program? Actually, we don't need it right now, but we could have the link. Oh yes, Vivi, you can have more. If there is a link, yes, could we have the link for the Year of Transformation program, please? I'm going to post the link I'm going to post the link separately with its cover. You know, I have a beautiful cover, beautiful program, and it's very well designed. Everything, I thought of everything very carefully, so I'm going to post this separately. And another thing, of course, is the spiritual pilgrimage of Patmos. I so need a vacation. I'm doing this so much for myself, but I'm going to help people have fun, meditate, purify, and find their carefree 16-year-old within them. You know, because Patmos is a very pure island. You know, it's not the kind of, it's a very elegant island, beautiful, pure. It has a monastery. It's not the kind of island where you go and it's full of discos where people are drinking and dancing, which there's nothing wrong with that. But this is not what I need right now after 1 year of COVID um, restrictions, and after all these, you know, crisis and drama all over the world. So what I really need now is a vacation this summer, July 1st to July 10th. That we're going to go to Samos first, you know, and see the Pythagorean village, the birth of Pythagoras, or, you know, I love Pythagoras obviously because of Pythagorean Arithmosophy. And then we will take a connection ferry all together, you know, and we will go. We will not be many, it will not be a big group, small group, very small group. And then we will go to a 5-star spa hotel that is immensely inexpensive considering what it's offering, with breakfast included, with beautiful pool on the beach, the best location, and it is it has even suites with if you are like 4 friends and you want to share a suite, it's going to be around 69 euro per day, minus 8%. It's so cheap. It's like, it's nothing. I mean, this is what you get a room for in Greece in the summer. And this is they're giving us this price because they have these suites with private pools, you know. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful hotel. Anyway, and they have a beautiful conference center, and I'm going to have every morning, 1 hour of Arithmosophy, and there it's going to be interaction. Of course, we will be a group, and you can ask whatever you want, and I will help you find everything about yourselves, and it will be focused more on Esoteric Arithmosophy on the app, and whatever your initial data means, etc. Then we will go and meditate in the beach. I have this beautiful cloistered place that is for meditators only, where we can go and pray and do our Father's prayer, because of course it's a Orthodox place, so you cannot go and do the Om. This is in Greece, you don't do that, you know. So we can go in that place. It's a very holy place, and we can go and do an inwards holy silent meditation that I will show you in the St. John's, where St. John wrote the Apocalypse, in the cavern, a cave that now is a little chapel. It's beautiful. And we will go with ponies around the islands, and we will take a little beautiful kayak that will take us around little turquoise waters with little islets, you know, small islands, and then we'll have lunch on the beach on a beautiful island near Patmos. And I have found so many beautiful things to do. But it's going to be 7 nights, 8 nights in Patmos, you know. I think it's 1 night in Athens for those coming from abroad. Then we will go to, the next day we'll fly to Samos. And from Samos we'll take the boat and we will sleep the second night in Patmos. Then for 7 nights, and then 1 more night in Athens. And the goodbye night in Athens is going to be amazing also. We're going to have an amazing dinner together. But it's going to be, I think we're going to have so much inner peace and love and finding our carefree self, you know, that inner part of us that we really want to cultivate. And we will just find a way to unclutter and get out of our system everything that is not ours. Everything that we don't want, because everyone is telling us what to do. Everyone thinks they know better than us. We have to listen to our inner child. This is the only way to be happy. And why have money? Why have love? Why have friends? Why have anything if not to be happy? Why have spirituality? To be unhappy? No. To be happy, joyful, blissful. So we're going to find that. I'm sure I'm going to find it, because after 1 year of lockdown, I'm really so looking forward to having this vacation. I'm always designing products that I love. If I don't love them, why design them, you know? And there are more profitable products, be sure, you know. I'm doing this because I love it. I want to have this vacation, you know. I want to do that, and this is what I'm going to be doing every year. And if this group fills up, and it's a small group, and you know, I will see if I'm satisfied with the number of people, then I can do another date for another group, you know. So we don't have a big group. We can have two small groups separate, you know. So it's more private, more personal, and it looks more like a company of friends rather than a group. I never liked these huge groups arriving with buses. We will have a minibus, of course, you know, to go around, but we don't need to. We can walk around everywhere. It's a small place. It's beautiful. I think you will love it. Anyway, so I'm far away over time. So does anyone have any questions? Do you have any questions for me? Because this was supposed to be a Q&A session, but I'm so excited about my programs, you know, that I gave too much, perhaps, information. Does anyone have a question? Let me see to the perfect to you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, your partner is not in. Yes. Good question, Belen. Thank you. My partner is not into spiritual activities. Would there be other things for him to do at the spiritual pilgrimage? Yes. If he doesn't want the morning, first of all, you wake up in the morning, you have your breakfast by the pool or wherever you want, so he's going to be doing that. We will be having 1 hour in the conference room. If he doesn't want to know his life path number or whatever, he can be at the pool. He can take a walk near the hotel. You have so many things to do, you know. And then we'll go to the beach and we will meditate at the beach. We're not going to meditate for hours. Meditation lasts like 20 minutes, right? 25 minutes maximum. So he's going to be with his pina colada, whatever he drinks, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't drink alcohol anymore, so these are ancient drinks that I'm referring to. But whatever he drinks, you know, an orange juice at the beach, whatever, he can be lying there under a beautiful tree with a beautiful, perfect, crystal clear, perfect sand beach. I'm going to start posting Patmos. It's so beautiful that it hurts, you know, to show this to, you know, to everyone. I feel so privileged. It's really beautiful. It's the most beautiful island in Greece by far, you know, by far. I mean, Mykonos and Santorini are wonderful, but they are so crowded in the summer that even in last year that we had COVID restrictions, they were crowded. So your partner is going to have an amazing, amazing vacation. You know, he doesn't have to be in a spiritual mood at all. You know, he can drink alcohol, he can eat whatever he wants. He can be with us in the meditation and just look at us and laugh, or be affected by our aura and feel peaceful, you know. And he can swim, you know. It's not going to be a rigid program. Don't worry. And we're not going to be nuns. We're just going to have fun. We will spirituality for me on vacation means to connect with my higher soul and to be my childhood, my inner child. You know, that's all. We don't have to do anything it's not going to be like an arhatic retreat. It's going to be having fun, but maintaining our practice and showing people who do not practice what it is like to practice, you know, which they will love. It's a new knowledge for them. Any other questions do you have? Any other questions? My dogs are having questions. When are you going to open the door? Let me see if there are any other questions. And then if there aren't, yeah, and Vivi, you can have, there is a link here, right? There is a link here of transformation. And you know, anyone can always, oh yes, of course I will do healings at the spiritual pilgrimage. Yes, I will. I will heal everyone. You know, whoever wants a healing, they can have you know, half an hour with me or 20 minutes in private in the afternoon, and I will heal you. It's not going to be such a big group. I'm going to heal you for free. It's included. I'm going to heal you. You're not going to be having anxiety in the trip. It's going to be fun for everyone.